Did you know that just by petting a dog it reduces anxiety? Hello, my name is Hannah Crime.
And my name is Ilyana Abdou.
And today we'll talk to you about mental health and anxiety disorders. Now I know you're thinking, what is anxiety? Anxiety is a medical condition that makes you feel worried, depressed, and anxious.
So, what causes anxiety? Anxiety is caused by being stressed, and sometimes it's from genetics, which means your family members may have anxiety.
I bet that right now you guys are wondering if you have anxiety yourselves. Well, Ilyana, how did you know you had anxiety?
Well, at first I didn't, but then my mom noticed me crying a lot and biting my nails a lot. So then she took me to visit a counselor who told me I suffered from anxiety. Well, Hannah, how did you find out that you had anxiety?
I started biting my nails to an extent that I would hurt myself until I started to stress out a lot, and I mean a lot. And then I went to school counselor, Miss Sarah, and she told me that was because of my anxiety.
Me and Hannah both figured out some of the symptoms that may cause anxiety. One of them is breathing heavily, feeling weak or tired, sweating, trembling, and having an increased heart rate.
Here are some more common anxieties. Social anxiety. That's when you're scared of people or big crowds. Phobia disorders. That's when you have a phobia of everything or anything. Stress disorders and GAD, also known as generalized anxiety disorder. That's when you're stressed about your everyday life or everyday things. You never really know for sure who can be having issues with anxiety. We have anxiety and it's pretty hard to control and deal with.
Our incredible teacher, Mr. Javier, has showed us how much we have improved and developed over the past 6 months.
With the help of Ilyana's counselor and Miss Sarah here at GIS, we both learned techniques that help us control our anxiety.
I learned that I have to control my breathing, I have to control my overthinking, and to not overthink a lot, and to always talk about my feelings.
I also learned the same things, and I'd like to share this awesome technique with you that Miss Sarah taught me. First, you need a couple bracelets or a few bracelets to put on one of your hands, and then whenever you get stressed, you put it on the other hand. And at the end of the day, you see how much bracelets you have on the other hand.
Okay, now let's talk about positive and negative sides of anxiety. There are positives to anxiety. It is a warning sign. It lets you know if something's gone wrong and to see if you can correct it. So for example, let's say that you're late for school and that worries you and your anxiety hits. To control it, you start improving on your time management skills, or your mom's, because she's the one who's driving you.
If you have anxiety and have faced trouble before, it makes you more empathetic, understanding, and sensitive to what your family and friends may be dealing with. It makes you a better friend, basically. But the negative side of anxiety is that it can get the best of you and you really get frustrated, which may make people question your frustration.
How does anxiety affect social media? Did you know that you can get anxious from social media?
Yep, that's right. Researchers have found out that using social media obsessively, which means you're addicted, can cause anxiety. For example,
YouTubers make their lives look like a perfect and like a fairy tale. You can never measure up to that point, which makes you anxious and so stressed. How can we make this better? We can make this better by decreasing the amount of YouTube you watch and make this better use of your time.
Or we can actually use it as motivation and focus on how to make a certain part of our life better rather than just comparing.
Did you know 40 million people in the USA have anxiety?
3 in 15 people get the right treatment, and that's unfair that the rest do not. They need this treatment so they can lead a strong and healthy life. And anxiety affects your physical health, so your heart starts pumping really fast. You can't get enough air in your lungs, and your palms get sweaty, which means you're losing water. Your body's losing water. After all, anxiety is a symptom that there's something more of. Someone that you love could have anxiety.
Now some quotes. Here's a quote from Felicia Day. My advice would be to talk to you about your anxiety. Don't feel alone and treat your body as if it's another person that you need to take care of your health.
Here's a quote from J.K. Rowling. What's to be ashamed of? I went through a really rough time and I'm quite proud that I got all out of that. Thank you.